What's up, everybody? JC here, bringing you guys some Call of Duty gameplay. The map is Octane, and I'm using the FAD silenced with extendo mags, or Bae as I call her. The reason she's Bae is because she's my current love right now. But yeah, not the process of this video. The topic of this video today is going to be, is Call of Duty Ghost really the worst Call of Duty? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to rate each Call of Duty how it is to me, and I'm going to rate it based on both multiplayer and single player. And yeah, so let's just get right into it, you know? So, number one on my list of, oh, and I should say this before I get into it, it's going to be post COD 4, so anything after Call of Duty 4, there's nothing before that. But yeah, so I was saying, my number one is going to be Black Ops 2. Now, the reason Black Ops 2 to me was amazing is for multiple reasons. Story-wise, it was awesome. Like, it set the bar for storytelling in a Call of Duty game. I mean, Black Ops 1 set a bar, and so did Call of Duty 4, but this raised the bar. Story-wise, it was great. Setting-wise, I loved it. It was futuristic, but still believable. I love the art style, multiplayer aspects of it. It was really well balanced. I loved the pick 10 system, and the maps were really nice. So that's going to be my number one pick. My number two pick is going to be COD 4. Now, Call of Duty 4 is number one for a lot of people. It's number two for me because, like I said, I think Black Ops 2, it was great. It was better in it than it is in a lot of ways. But Call of Duty 4 still deserves to at least be in the top two. The reason for this is because it kick-started everything Call of Duty. It made the franchise what it is today. It raised the bar beyond all kinds of heights. It started the modern warfare trend that we've seen up until now. Now everything's going future warfare. But yeah, it had in single player all those blockbuster moments, from the nuke in the Middle Eastern city to shooting Zakayev's arm off from a mile away with a sniper 50 cal. It was amazing. It deserves a number two spot, if not number one for a lot of people. Number three to me is World at War. Now, World at War for a lot of people is not going to be there anywhere near the top three. The reason it's in the top three for me is because it was the first Call of Duty multiplayer game I played. Up to that point, I had a PS2 and a Wii, and so I never really got into first-person shooters besides Medal of Honor, Heroes 2. And I got this game, and I just got addicted immediately. It was amazing to me. Single player was awesome. It was, you know, old to see the World War II setting, but as things are now, everybody's just begging to go back to the World War II setting, so, you know. And you know, it was the first World War II game, or Call of Duty game at least, to really go into the whole Pacific theater, and it was just great. Multiplayer-wise, it was just Call of Duty 4. More of what we loved from Call of Duty 4, just in World War II form, so can't, you know, really judge it harshly for it. Black Ops 2. Or, I'm sorry, no, not Black Ops 2. Fifth place is going to be Black Ops. The reason Black Ops is in fifth place for me is because it had a really great story. And really the only reason it placed higher than the other ones that come after is because of the story. It was just really cool. It had a lot of those Inception wow moments that Call of Duty really didn't have up to that point. Multiplayer wise, it was just Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer, just in a Cold War setting, you know, and that's all there is to it. It didn't really expand on anything to make anything better, just Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer. I will say it was a little bit more balanced than Modern Warfare 2 was, so I'll give it that. Now, number three for me, or number three, Jesus, apparently I'm just failing at math today. I skipped 4, didn't I? Well, number 5 is gonna be Modern Warfare 2. Modern Warfare 2, story-wise, was amazing in a lot of ways, especially because it was the first Call of Duty, or it was the first person shooter in a long time to really explore the aspect of what if America was invaded, kind of that Red Dawn kind of theme. And just like the scene of coming out of the bunker in Washington, D.C., and you see the Washington Memorial just aflame, and you walk out to this epic music, and you see the White House occupied by foreign armies and all that stuff. It was awesome for that point. To me, multiplayer-wise, it wasn't that great because it was too unbalanced. It was neat to see them try new things, but like the shotgun secondary class and the UMP and all these, it was just too unbalanced and all in that way. Map design, it was okay. There was nothing really stellar besides maybe like Rust and a couple other maps. My 6th place is gonna be Ghosts. Now, Ghost is, I mean, in my opinion, Modern Warfare 3, or not Modern Warfare 3, Ghost, or Infinity Ward, I should say, has really kind of declined in how good their games are in the past few years. Ghost is kind of like an example of that, to where they've gotten to the point it's just not that interesting. I mean, single player wise, I'll give it the fact that it was a good beginning to a sub-franchise because of what happened at the end, but multiplayer-wise, it wasn't all that great to me. Map design is freaking huge. It's like something you would see in Battlefield, and it's kind of annoying. Not good for this kind of game. And that's, I mean, and it just didn't have that wow factor. It was really lacking in a lot of ways. Like Call of Duty has been going down quite steadily, especially Infinity Ward's Call of Duties. And last but very least, actually, in my opinion, is Modern Warfare 3. Now, this game to me was a complete shit show. I mean, single player wise, it did not live up anywhere near as good as Modern Warfare 2, or anywhere near. It just didn't live up to the hype at all, you know? Single player had nothing really good besides maybe the Eiffel Tower falling down because nobody likes the French, I guess. But, I mean, it just wasn't that great to me single player wise. There was no big wow factors. If I ever go back to replay it, there's nothing that really stands out to me. And then multiplayer wise, it was just, I mean, it was just not fun. None of the guns were that good or balanced. The map design wasn't that great. Perks were terrible. Grenades had like no blast radius whatsoever. It was just awful to me. And then one of my biggest gripes with the game is how bland looking it was. Like, everything was gray in that game. And not like gray and bleak in a cool way, just like gray and dull. It's like that one girl in your class that you could, I should say, it's the one girl in your class that is just, she's never noticed. She's always in the back of the room, never says anything, and you don't really know her. I don't know. I guess it's like the best way I can put it. But yeah, guys, that's gonna be, that's basically all I have to say about it. Black Ops 2 is the best for me. I'm actually very excited for Call of Duty Advanced Warfare because it looks like Black Ops 3 to me. But yeah, finally got the AverMedia capture card to work, so that's what this game's going to be recorded in glorious 1080p HD. But if you guys like the video, be sure to subscribe, show us to your friends and family. Sorry for all the mistakes I'm making as I'm talking. It's really late at night and I'm like falling out of my chair. Share us with your friends, families, cat, dogs, mouse, hat. I don't know why I said hat. If you want to share your hat, go for it. I mean, it's up to you. And subscribe and like the video. And if you have any comments, suggestions, or concerns, let us know in the comment section below. I'll be sure to address them or answer any questions you guys got. But thanks for tuning in. This is JC, and peace out.